Very good evening. We are from group number 2. Firstly, I will introduce my group members. Myself, I'm Yogasri. My name is Mujafa.
I am Wazir.
I am Shamil Rashmi. And today we will be doing 2 experiments. And firstly, it will be about thermal equilibrium, and second experiment will be about Hooke's law. That's all.
We are going to do our experiment, which is thermal equilibrium. The objective of our experiment are to determine the final temperature when 2 systems are brought into contact, and the second objective is to gain thermal equilibrium and to get a better understanding of it.
There will be 3 types of variable. First, independent variable, which is the initial of temperature water. Second, dependent variable, which is the final temperature of mixture water. Third, control variable, which is the volume of water. What is needed for thermal equilibrium experiment is beaker, thermometer, chopstick, etc., electronic balance, and electric gauge.
Start with the procedure of our experiment. First, we are going to measure the mass of this empty beaker using this electronic balance. And then the recording of the mass is recorded as M1. Next, we're going to fill this empty beaker with 100 milliliter of tap water. Slowly. Okay. Now we're going to measure this beaker again. The beaker with the 100 milliliter of tap water, and then the mass is recorded as M2. Now, next we're going to measure the temperature of this tap water. 100 milliliter of tap water. That should be it, right? Is it? Next, we're going to boil another 500 milliliter of tap water. Now we're going to boil another 500 milliliter of water for 5 minutes. Okay, next we fill another empty beaker with 100 milliliter of hot water that we have boiled for 5 minutes. A little bit more. A little bit more. And next.
Track the mixture for 11 seconds. We will measure the temperature of hot water. The reading should be recorded as T2. Now take the hot water and pour into tap water. Okay, now we will read the final temperature of the water, mixture water. Read the reading should be recorded as T final. to measure the mass of the mixture water. The reading should be recorded as M3.
So our second experiment is about Hooke's law, and first objective is to investigate how adding mass to a spring affects its extension.
Another aim of this experiment is to examine how force acting on the spring has weights. Now let's look further into the methods.
Okay, so the apparatus that we need for this experiment is a ruler, a small basket with the same type of springs attached,
Mix marbles and electronic weight scale.
At first we have to measure the weight of the empty basket without the marbles. As we can see, the weight of the empty basket is 23 grams.
So each marble weighs 5 grams. This is the measurement for 10 grams of marbles.
20 grams of marble weighs 43 grams.
So firstly, we will set up the apparatus as shown here, and the initial position of the pencil is noted, which is 3 cm.
After adding the 10 grams of marble, the total weight acting on the spring is noted, and the new spring length of the pin is, which is L, is recorded.
The experiment will be repeated by adding 10 grams of marbles each time until reach 50 grams.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.